that shit that you endorse, but you can't reinforce. Don't know the love code she tryna force, cause I can't read remorse. If you ain't speak about money, then keep it short. Better acronym. I'm cool on new niggas, they wasn't with us. They went after
EA Sports UFC 6 ratings and evolution. Come on now. Fighter ratings are evolving in UFC 6 to create a more competitive, authentic, and rewarding gameplay experience. Okay, talk to me nice. In previous games, players often focus on ratings when choosing fighters. In UFC 6, ratings still matter, but they are now part of a deeper gameplay ecosystem that also emphasizes new mechanics, fighting styles, movement, player skill, and even fighter animations. Okay? The goal is simple: make more fighters visible, make their styles feel more authentic, and give players more options in how they compete. Okay, I like the sound of that, honestly. That means a focus on distinct fighter identity, competitive balances across all weight divisions, okay? More opportunities for player skill to decide the outcome of a fight. They're cooking right now. They're cooking right now. We got to give it up for them. I ain't gonna lie. They're really cooking right now. Whether you prefer fighting with heavy boxing pressure, a very kickboxing approach, dominating chain wrestling, a smothering submission game, or a tactical counter striking game plan, UFC 6 is designed to make those styles feel dangerous and rewarding in different ways. Instead of simply picking the highest rated fighters, players can build around the athlete who best matches their preferred approach. By choosing fighters whose perks, style, and skill set align with how they want to compete, players can gain an edge by leaning into each fighter's strengths and authentic real-world style. Okay? Updating the foundation. In previous EA Sports UFC games, fighter ratings existed to represent what makes each athlete unique. They help capture a fighter's physical tools, technical abilities, and overall effectiveness. Whether a fighter is known for elite striking, dangerous submissions, dominant wrestling, or relentless pressure, ratings help translate those real-world traits into gameplay. Ratings now work in sync with fighter-specific movement and animation systems, okay? As well as new gameplay mechanics like flow state and perks, making every fighter feel more authentic than ever. A pressure boxer, counter striker, chain wrestler, and submission specialist won't just have different ratings, they'll feel fundamentally different in your hands. Master and Alex Pereira will feel very different from Master and Max Holloway. Their perks, movement, tendencies, animations, and ratings all push you toward different ways to fight. Alex will hit hard because his striking ratings are high. Max will feel fast because his speed rating is high. But hitting hard or moving fast alone won't be enough to build your flow state meter and gain an advantage in a fight. To fill it quickly, you'll need to play to each fighter's strengths, okay? With Max, that means using fast, straight punches to quickly build your flow state meter. If you get taken down, escaping quickly can give you an additional flow boost and help you max out the meter, okay? Then when it's time to meet in the middle and scrap, active flow state, point down, and finish the fight in the center octagon. All right, so they're saying really be max, you know what I'm saying? Max out your max ability, you know what I'm saying? Add to the max. The primary goal is to create a roster that makes fighters feel authentic, competitive, and rewarding to learn from. Ratings help establish a foundation, but the new flow state system, player skill, and each fighter style will also play major roles in how each fighter performs. What's changing in EA Sports UFC 6? Okay, this is the good stuff. I mean, this all makes sense though, as far as like, just they're saying it's going to be very unique. And it's like, yeah, most of it, we see this. Okay. It reads, fighter ratings will be handled differently in UFC 6. The development team is focused on balancing each fighter around the point in their MMA career where they were in their prime. Okay. Thinking of Tony Ferguson during his reign as the boogeyman of the lightweight division, a 12-fight win streak seemingly unstoppable, flowing from unorthodox strikes to snap-downs to neck-wrenching submissions with ease. This is the version of Tony Ferguson you would play as in UFC 6, and the same philosophy applies to every fighter on the roster. Okay. Giving us all prime. Let's keep reading. This approach helps the roster feel more consistent and balanced over time, and that's key. The overtime, the fact that they're talking about overtime is fire to me. It gives players more time to master their favorite fighter while ensuring any ratings changes that do happen are made thoughtfully and with clear intent. While every fighter in UFC 6 is dangerous, the roster is being balanced to make matchups more competitive and more fun to explore. Some fighters will naturally have advantages in specific areas. Still, the focus is on giving each athlete a clear identity and each player a clear path to success with their favorite fighters. Ratings will still impact gameplay, but they will no longer be the only lens through which players should evaluate a fighter. UFC 6 places greater emphasis on new gameplay systems individual fighting styles, and the player's ever-evolving skill set, giving you more ways to showcase individual playstyle and make each matchup feel dynamic. This means that choosing a fighter is about more than looking for the highest overall number. It is about finding a fighter whose tools, rhythm, perks, and style best match how you want to compete. Come on, now I'm gonna hit it one more time for him. Come on. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want right there. Why ratings matter? Ratings matter because they give players context. They help players understand a fighter's strengths before stepping into the octagon, compare matchups, and make informed choices about who best fits their preferred way to play. They also matter for gameplay balance. A well-tuned rating system supports variety, fairness, and long-term engagement. Come on now, this the terminology here. I'm feeling like a passion project. I don't know. Players should feel confident choosing their favorite fighters, experimenting with new athletes, and discovering unexpected standouts across every division. For UFC 6, that sense of roster-wide balance is still important, but we also want players to feel that their favorite fighter in the right hands and with the right skills is no less effective than anyone else on the roster, okay? Because I feel like in 5, like Ilya had the God thing. He's like a god. Everything 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? The 5-star Alex Pereira, 5-star. He was like a god in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to go crazy. And at any point, you could get KO'd. From what I did feel, what Pereira's like, it is still that for him. But like they said, everything's a lot more unique now. So it's like you can still get to that, but you got to work your way to it. Versus in 5, it feels like at any moment you could just throw the left hook in the rocks or you throw the overhand in the rock, and just because he's so powerful based on the old way of the stats, right? Okay. UFC 6 rewards players for exploring the roster and experimenting with many new gameplay systems. There are more reasons than ever to try different fighters, learn new styles, and implement never before seen strategies. Ratings still help define each fighter's strengths, but success in the octagon is now shaped by far more than a single overall number. Fighting styles feel more distinct, matchups feel more dynamic, and player skill has a greater impact on every fight. Whether you're mastering your favorite fighter or discovering a new one, UFC 6 is designed to give players more freedom, more variety, and more ways to dominate. Okay, hey, they was kind of going crazy. So let's see exactly what they were saying. Like, here goes this video right here. Let's see exactly what they were saying. We got this video right here where they're showing the uniqueness and how it's all captured.
Boom and boom. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This Max Holloway right here
so
going
today
crazy.
we're going to be capturing some of your motion using our markerless mocap cameras. Markerless means exactly that. There's no markers. It's worth it for that realism and authenticity.
Okay.
If they max, it'll feel like it's max.
That's a fire way to go about it.
Fight energy there, yeah, very good. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. This what it does, it gives it individuality to gameplay. Right? So every character will no longer be generic. Will humanize gameplay. And it's still a young technology, but it has great promise. Now I would like to capture some of your personality, right? Whenever you're ready, Max, boom and boom. 1, 2, 3, 4.
His strikes are just clean. He's a nasty striker.
That's sick. Now my kick don't look like everybody's kick. We're all different.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all different. That's awesome.
Yeah, Max put it. He a gamer. He locked in. He put it exactly what it is. Okay. And then we also got this stuff right here too with the strikers. 5-star strikers. Okay. Nunes, Ilya, Conor McGregor. I feel like McGregor's gonna be cracked, bro. Peter Yan, no mercy. You know what I'm saying? 25 or 20 and 5. 5-star. Okay, he got 98 punch speed, 98 accuracy, and 98 blocking. So he's gonna be crazy. Sean O'Malley, you got 98 punch speed, 98 accuracy, and 100 switch stance. Okay. I feel like this don't really look like O'Malley, but I digress, though. We're going to move on. They said that you're going to be playing as every prime version. When they were talking about Tony Ferguson, you're going to be playing as every prime version. So now that we know that the rating system is like this, then I can almost guarantee that like alter egos are pretty much out of the window now. The ratings don't matter as much. That's what they're saying. It doesn't matter really what the ratings are. It's all about your skill as a player and the combination of things that whatever fighter you select has. So no more alter egos, it seems. There's going to be skins, it seems. And then they'll just adjust and tweak individual fighters and the stuff like that if push comes to shove and they need to, is basically what they were saying in here too. So it won't be like a major overall, we're dropping this character with these stats, like no more. It's going to be like, okay, this character has these stats. And then the other stuff that's important that goes into it is stuff that is leading to the balance in the game. So if we need to challenge those things, then we'll challenge those things. If it is the stats, then they can challenge the stats. But the stats aren't the only thing to be challenged now. You know what I'm saying? Like it all goes into one pot. It's basically what this update is basically saying for UFC 6, how the ratings are gonna go. So that's very interesting for ranked, because now we should see a broader variety of people playing different characters in ranked, and even in quick fight too. Like people aren't just gonna look at the 5 stars anymore and be like, oh yeah, let me go 5-star Ilya because it's 5 stars. You know what I mean? So you could have a fire. You're gonna see some fire renditions of certain fighters that in UFC 5 probably never were picked for real. So it's very interesting. Let me know what you think in the comment section, man. This has been your boy Swagger940. I'm out this mug. Peace.
It's a new op on the block, and I'm trying to knock 'em out. Big R on standby, he's your